Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be getting an image for our Adobe Illustrator Project 2, and this time we're going to do it by downloading an image from Chrome. Things to be aware of, remember copyright issues do exist. This is a learning piece, meaning it's for education, so a lot of times it's not going to be a big deal if we do take something that is copyrighted and edit it, but we're not going to be doing this for resale. So how we do this is by going to Google, and what we're going to do right away here is we're going to search out the thing we're looking for. So I'm a big bear fan, so I'm just going to go Bears logo. Now when I hit enter, I'm going to hit images just so I can get a better selection here. And the thing to notice is, I guess size-wise, they used to show up when I click on them or select them. The important part is I want to have an image that's relatively, I guess, big. So when I select it, this one gives me a little image over here on the right hand side as far as pixels size, 1000 by 1000. That's going to be a very good image to use. So now in here, if I'm seeing something that's like 300 by 300, that might be the smallest one that I use. Anything smaller, I would try to find something better. Now what I'm going to be doing here is downloading first. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to save this image as. Save image as gives me an opportunity to put it where I want to put it. Now, where I want to put it is in my documents folder, because that's where I have everything else right now. I know sometimes we do screenshots and it ends in our picture folder. I'm going to have this in my documents, and I'm going to call this something other than images, because if you have numerous images, it's kind of hard to find out what it is. I'm going to call this Bears logo, and I'm going to call it 25, just so I have the school year right there, so it's easier for me to find. And I'm going to hit save. When I have that happen, you'll see it over here, open up, and I'm going to ignore it right there. And what I'm going to do next is go into Adobe Illustrator. Now, in Adobe Illustrator, I already got a few things from my previous assignments, so I'm going to get my emoji guy just kind of out of the way for right now. Move him to the side. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to move my shape tool because it's kind of in the way right now. It's not going out of the way, so just kind of making this thing go away. Now it's down here. All right, and I want to go to the File menu. So in the File menu, in order to get this in, after we have it downloaded and put in the right folder, I want to do a File Place. File Place is a Shift-Control-P, but File Place allows me to go look on my computer and find that. Once again, we put it in Documents. And in my documents, I called this Bears logo, and there it is, Bears logo 25. Hit Select, I got a preview. Hit place, it brings it in. It's on my cursor. It hasn't dropped yet. I'm actually going to move it over to the side over here, because I imagine this is going to be kind of big too, because it's 1000 by 1000. And I'm going to click to drop it. Now, with that being said, it wasn't as big as I was anticipating, but it's still going to work out. If you drop a file and it ends up being like smaller than our document, I wouldn't use it as far as that initial original square. Now, with that being said, what I'm going to do here to get this ready to go is I got to make sure, or come in and, I guess, make this, the right colors. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to come in and do an image trace. So up here on the top, it says image trace. I want to start by going, two colors, and that'd be black and white. If I click on black and white and I look and see, and it turns it all messy there, I'm going to hit edit undo. And then I'm going to go to the next selection with 3 colors and click. And that right there, honestly, didn't do too bad of a job. I did lose a little detail on the left-hand side over here, but it's actually usable. If it doesn't, once again, I'm going to hit Edit Undo, Control-Z, and I'm going to try to do the next amount of colors, 6, right? And the thing is I'm getting bigger here. If it's not still working after 6, I would say we want to pick a different image. Now, from there, the next thing that we want to do is expand. When I hit expand, what's going to happen is it's going to take this picture, and it's kind of like earlier we did a thing called make outlines. It's going to make outlines of this shape. The next thing I want to do is I want to ungroup it. The reason why I want to ungroup it is I want to get rid of a lot of the color that I don't need. And the color that I don't need in this, document using the selection tool is the portion out here, the white. I can select and hit delete. Oh, edit undo, deselect, and then select, and then hit delete. And then the next color I don't honestly need is I don't need the orange. All right, now that I have selected some of the orange, I can do a select, and I can do same fill color. and it should grab all the rest of the orange, and then I can hit delete. All right. Now we're left with the color that's necessary for this to show up. Now, the next thing I want to do is use my selection tool to click and drag. All right. I have it all selected, and then I'm going to group. Now I have it so it's going to move around with me and I guess move relatively easy. And I'm going to kind of zoom out so I can see where my document is. Now, as I'm getting ready to move and click and drag, the one thing I almost forgot to do because it's so close in color is I want to select and go to my fill color up here and just make sure I'm turning that black. All right. I may have grouped too early. If you have numerous other parts that you want to have there that we don't want to turn it all black, you might want to leave those little portions ungrouped and edit them to white and put a black outline on it and those kind of things as we get ready to go. But this is going to work for me. And then I'm going to do the shift, push the shift key down and click in the corner with my selection tool to make it an appropriate size. And then once again, I'm going to move it closer to my space to kind of see where it needs to go. And I'm going to align this up, and it's still too big. So once again, shift click so it doesn't stretch or squish it. All right. We want to have it stay in the same ratio at a 1:1. And then I'm going to click and move it to the right spot. Still not quite the right size. As I'm getting smaller, it's smart to alt and scroll in. And then one more time, shifting, dragging, getting it in the relative area. Zooming out so I can see my piece. And then placing it in the correct spot. Now, once I have that there, once again, I haven't done this for a couple of videos, make sure we file save so we don't lose any of our previous work. But now that's how we bring an image in, edit the image to get what we only need, and then keep the portions that we want, and then turn them black or white with a black outline. Now, with that being said, I hope this video helps. Have a good day. Good luck.